welcome back. My name is Carlo, and today we are going to do an updated Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro G2 camera rig. About a year and a half ago or so, when I first started this channel, I did a Blackmagic rig build with what I had at the time. And that was when I first started YouTube, so I honestly didn't know what I was doing too much. So hopefully this will be a much better version of that video, as well as being able to show you guys some new upgrades to the rig and how this benefits me as a DP and how I pretty much shoot. Before we begin, I just want to give a quick shout out to you guys. I really want to say thank you. I am approaching 4,000 subscribers, and it's been a long journey to even get to 4,000, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot. It definitely is. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, and for any new people that might be watching this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you like some of this content or you just like seeing my face. Either way, let me know by hitting that subscribe button, the like button, and commenting what you think. So if you guys are interested in some of the music that I choose for my videos and a lot of the stuff that I like, which are kind of tribal, ambient, cinematic stuff, click the link in the description. You'll be headed to my playlist on MusicBed, and yeah, check out some of the stuff that I like, some of the artists that I like. So hopefully this playlist will give you a new perspective on music and some really cool opportunities for your videos. Alright, so first thing we have here is the Ursa Mini Pro G2 by Blackmagic. This has been my workhorse camera for the past, I feel like it's almost been a year and a half now, maybe somewhere around there. This is my main A camera. I'm also shooting currently on the Pocket 6K over there, and I'll potentially be doing a rig breakdown on that camera coming up. I would definitely recommend looking at the Ursa Mini Pro G2. This is still my favorite camera to date, besides the Alexa, but I don't always get to shoot in the Alexa, but when I do, it's my favorite. So starting off this camera build, I have the handles and the side mount already attached. I have the side cheese plate here by Small Rig, and it has the Rosette Attachment for your handles, as well as some other threads that you could attach whatever you want essentially. So this top handle is fairly new. I did add it once I got the shoulder rig attachment from Small Rig, which we'll be talking about in a little bit. But this was the previous handle that I was using that went pretty much straight onto the top cheese plate. The biggest difference for me here is having this bigger base plate and then the top handle. This allows for more rigging opportunities, and this handle just feels, it's pretty similar to this older one, similar style. In rare occasions, I've had times where my hand has slipped off the back of the handle, so having this little back piece right here is a great little touch, so you have a little bit more safety and just a little bit more peace of mind knowing that your hand probably won't slip off the back of the handle. It also has a bunch of threads here, one for an easy rig if you want it. You also have two cold shoot mounts right here at the top front and top back here. You also have a thread for a rod that goes right in here for other potential rigging opportunities. Moving on, we're going to introduce the shoulder rig by Small Rig here. And the reason why I picked up a shoulder rig was because of my height sometimes. Being low with the easy rig by the hip is almost too low for certain instances, and whenever I wanted to put the camera on my shoulder, I would always have to just put this tripod plate on my shoulder, and after a while that really kind of bothered my shoulders and it hurt and it wasn't comfortable at all. So I ended up making the investment to get this shoulder rig, which is extremely comfortable. It is by Small Rig. It has 3 cushioned pads here, as well as 2 rod attachments in the front and 2 rod attachments in the back. I really do love this shoulder rig. It also has 2 Rosette attachments, one on the right and one on the left for 2 handles. So now to attach to the shoulder mount, it is extremely simple. Having a standard, Manfrotto tripod plate, or one that comes with the actual shoulder mount, all you have to do is just slide it right in like a standard tripod, just like that, and then tighten it on the sides right here. And now you have an attached shoulder mount, just like so, right here. Next, moving on, we are going to attach the rods to the camera. And I have 3 sets of rods here, all by Small Rig. Pretty much all carbon fiber here. I have the 12-inch, the 8-inch, and the 6-inch versions here, all varying in length because of You never know what size lens you're gonna put on the camera. So sometimes you might have a lens that's 8 inches long, you might have a lens that's 4 inches long, or you might have a lens that's extremely long. So depending on the size of your lens and the build with the follow focus or matte box, you wanna have varying rods to make sure that it accompanies that size perfectly. So for now, we're gonna be putting on these 4-inch rods, and all you have to do is just slide it into the holes right here. And the one good thing about this shoulder mount is that it has a back end, so it just stops the rods from going all the way to the back. Next, what we're gonna be doing is attaching the monitor to my camera. And what I have here to attach is an axlar articulating arm. Right here, this is I don't know what size this is. It almost looks like 10 inches, maybe 8 inches. Definitely not 12 inches, but it's definitely a long articulating arm. I used to have a really short one, probably about half this size, and I found that I couldn't really get the monitor where I wanted it to be most of the time because of how short it was. But by having this longer one, it allowed me the opportunity to really move the monitor around and be in a great position for me wherever I needed it. So how I position this articulating arm on my camera: tighten the knob as tight as possible so you could just twist. And I put it on the side of the handle right here. Just twist. So now that the articulating arm is tight, we're gonna loosen it up and kind of just get it into a decent position for the monitor. Next, we're gonna be talking about the monitor. I am still currently using the Atomos Shinobi monitor, the SDI version. I haven't upgraded to either the Inferno or the Ninja 5 or Small HD yet. I am looking to invest in a new monitor soon. I'm not entirely sure which one yet, but for now, the Atomos Shinobi has done me very well. I'm very used to the look of this monitor. I know the brightness of it, I know the contrast levels. I've adjusted it to my liking specifically, and over the past year and a half or so, it honestly hasn't let me down at all. So regardless of price point, I really recommend looking into this monitor if you're looking for something fairly affordable. So next, you're just gonna twist this onto the articulating arm, just like so. And now you just want to adjust the articulating arm to put the monitor in the position where you want it. Cool. Next, what we're gonna do is go over the SDI cables here. So the first one I have here is a coiled SDI cable, and the next is a standard SDI cable without any coils. For now, we're gonna be using the coiled version. And how I attach this to my camera: first, I'll put it into the input, attach it to the back of the camera. Ooh, jeez. I will then attach it to the back of the camera. The top port right here is the main SDI port, but you also have an opportunity to put it in the front right here as a second SDI out input. Now, depending on where you want the camera positioned, the cable itself will have to change. So something I like to do to help with cable management is take a bongo tie, put it into the base plate on the top handle, fit it through. You could take a pen and kind of just grab the loop so it's easier. And then what I like to do is just make sure that it's nice and tight and then wrapped in here, just like so, just so it doesn't move and you have the availability to take it off and move your monitor wherever you'd like. Cool. So next thing we're gonna be talking about is the battery source for my monitor. Previously, I would be using the actual batteries for this, but then I only had 3. So I was always nervous about running out. So what I did was just invest in a dummy battery that attaches to the V-mount. So I just slide this right in. And I also follow the coil into the back of the camera where the V-mount attachment is, which is right back here. Plug it right into here. You could also plug it right into your V-mount battery, which is another option. But for me, I like to keep it into the camera body itself so I could just easily plop new batteries in and out without having to unplug and plug in each time. So the next thing that you could do to keep with cable management is to wrap that cable as well into the bongo tie, just like so. So the next thing I want to mention before we finish the shoulder rig is this Rosette attachment. You could put your handle right here just so you have a easier handheld rig without really doing much of a shoulder. You don't have to really do a shoulder rig. You could just put your handle right here and it's fairly simple. This is how I have it maybe 75% of the time. So the next thing that we're gonna be talking about is the arm extensions for the shoulder rig. Both of them are by Small Rig and they come in a package when you purchase the shoulder rig attachment. So this one right here with the extending arm is on the right hand side of the camera. And how to do this, you just flip the camera over, put it into the rosette, and just twist. Pretty straightforward and pretty easy. You could adjust the length of the arm just by twisting the knob there. And what I like to do is put my Blackmagic side handle with the record functions on the right hand side so my hand has a nice grip, as well as being able to still control the camera from the handle. So same thing, same style rosette attachment. So now you can just fit your side handle on. Next we're going to put the left handle on. And this one I switched the handle because the small rig comes with a wooden kind of grip handle. I didn't really like it too much. I also didn't really find it that attractive. So I ended up buying this black handle here by Camvate, C-A-M-V-A-T-E. Not sure how to spell it, Camvate, but they created this small little black rubber handle. It has a really great grip and it's pretty low profile and it's not that obtrusive. So I ended up going with that one instead of the small rig wooden attachment. So same thing, we're gonna put it on its side and just attach it via rosette attachment here. So what's really great about these rosettes is that you could just loosen it a tiny bit and just adjust the actual position of the handle wherever you would like it. The thing about the left handle is that it does not have a extending arm unless you buy an extending arm attachment separate to the kit that it comes with. But the shoulder rig attachment is all by Small Rig. It comes with the shoulder mount, the two arms, and the top handle and cheese plate. The next attachment that I did buy for it, which I found to be extremely beneficial for, honestly, efficiency and speed, is this quick release plate for my tripod by Small Rig again. On the bottom is just a standard Manfrotto tripod plate, but the really major benefit of this quick release is just honestly how quick it takes to be able to take your camera on and off of a tripod without having to take your shoulder rig off at all. So if this was the tripod right here, all you would have to do is place the rig down and slide, and it is on just like so. So now to release your camera from the actual tripod, it's extremely easy. There is a release button right here, so all you have to do is slide, lift, and you'll hear it click, and then you could take your camera right off and plop it right onto your shoulder, just like so. Let me just adjust this. Perfect. So now you have your camera ready to go. One thing I forgot to mention is having this cable right here. This comes with the shoulder rig attachment. So this plugs right into your side handle right here via this gold little 1/8 inch plug. And what I like to do is just wrap it around this cable one time, just like so, and then plug right into this little 1/4 or 1/8 inch port right here, which gives this handle full control of the camera record function, so you could just press it on and off without having to find the button right here when it's on your shoulder. The last thing that I'm gonna do is attach my V-mount battery. Recently, I've been using the Hypercore Neo 9 mini batteries. These are really low profile, really lightweight, and they last almost 3.5 hours or so. And all you do is just kind of, slide it on, just like so. Yeah. Now you have a battery. Last thing that I'm gonna do is take off the lens cover, put my lens on, slide, lens cap off, and now you officially have a camera ready to shoot. So last thing I want to mention is this monitor. Whenever I do any sort of shoulder rig stuff, I always flip this monitor upside down and just place it right in front of the camera right here, pretty much right next to the lens. And this gives me a full opportunity to see the monitor while I'm using this shoulder rig. And then whenever I switch back to either tripod or regular handheld, either with an easy rig or just free flying, I will bring it back up just like so. And it is extremely quick and easy to do that. I think that's it. I think this is that's it. This is my Ursa Mini Pro G2 rig and current build setup. Pretty much 95% of everything that I use comes from Small Rig, and no, I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored or anything. I honestly just really love their products. They make some amazing stuff. Yes, it's super affordable, but it is also extremely high quality. So if you're looking for attachments for your Ursa or Pocket or really any camera at all, I would definitely look into Small Rig. They make some beautiful products. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys found this to be beneficial, and maybe you found something that you like that you might want for your camera. I will post all of the links in the description below for each of the items here that I mentioned. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Thank you guys as always. See you next time. Peace out.